How does one actually become a ghoul? So today we're going to be looking at just that, as we dive into the ghoulification process and explore why being a ghoul might not be as bad as you first thought. But to start with, I just want to highlight that the approach to science in the Fallout games isn't a very accurate one, as you might expect from a game where people willingly drank irradiated cola and aliens obsessed with giddy-up buttercup stalked Earth's orbit. When it comes to radiation and its effect on humans, Fallout devs have in the past said that radiation and physics as a whole in the Fallout universe are, quote, based instead on 50s sensibilities and pulp era comics. The Fallout universe is what people in the 50s believed the future would be, with a lot more nuclear warheads dropped on it. As a result, there are endless stretches of desert, radiation will cause giant mutations, ray guns and brains in jars are realities, and you might trip over a few giant, evil, tentacular blobs with plans on taking over the world. So basically, whereas in our universe a deadly dose of gamma radiation would usually kill a human, in the Fallout universe there's instead a chance that it will trigger the process of ghoulification. And the gamma radiation does this by disrupting the normal process of decay in the neural transmitters along the spinal cord. The subject's body then begins to undergo a more noticeable physical transformation, as their skin becomes damaged by the radiation, begins to thin and flake off, exposing the muscles underneath, whilst connective tissue deteriorates, allowing the nose and ears to fall off. The amount of degradation to a ghoul's appearance does vary, however, based off the manner of their radiation exposure. Ghouls who are exposed to a lower amount of radiation but over a longer period of time experience more gradual and slightly less gruesome changes to their appearance. A good example of this would be Captain Zhao from Fallout 4, who was irradiated over time by the leaking nuclear reactor in his sunken submarine. If an individual were to receive a large hit of radiation all in one go, due to being close to ground zero of a nuclear blast, the ghoulification process would be more severe looking, with more burns, extensive wounds and exposed bone, seen to a degree with Fallout 3's Carol, who was almost vaporized by a direct nuclear blast on Washington DC. Other physical symptoms of ghoulification for most ghouls, no matter their manner of exposure, include necrosis, rot, hair loss, cataracts, glaucoma, and arthritis. The larynx is also usually damaged by the change, giving ghouls a raspy voice. This can vary, however, and the voice is usually less raspy towards the beginning of ghoulification.